Alright! Time for scramble mode? Time for scramble mode. Rift points remaining. Wait, what? High score, current score, rift points remaining. Why am I low on rift points? I have no idea. Anyway, I'm gonna go for extra okay, there we go. Now it reset everything. So the one thing is, I think I might want to switch. I grabbed the stone staff last time. I don't like the stone staff. That freeze is really good. It is bafflingly good. The problem is, it's a lot harder for me to kill anything tough with it. The blunderbuss, despite its faults, well, it's just better, at least for me. Oh, window of butterflies. We can't afford it. It's fine. All right, and let's just dive in. So, for those of you joining me live, oh, is it side entrance again? Oh boy. Well, at least it's side entrance without the bonus time. Oh wait, no. This is side entrance. Okay, that's easier then. So for those of you that have not seen my videos on this, scramble mode is effectively you do 5 levels, and each level has a debuff. So in this case, more orc archers. But after I clear a level, I get a buff. So it might be cheaper traps, more money, more starting money. Ceiling traps do more damage. Floor traps do more damage. And so you get 5 debuffs and 4 buffs. And it's up to you to try and win and get as high of a score as possible. I really like it. It's, honestly, I don't know, it's one of my favorite parts of Orcs Must Die 3 at this point. Let's see. I should probably make sure I've got these first. There we go. Let's see. Come for me. I didn't forget anything, did I? Nah, I don't think I did. Like, I actually really wish they had embraced scramble mode even more. I'm really curious with this game if they're going to have a bunch of post-launch support of any variety. I know they did the DLC for Stadia, but I would absolutely adore seeing them go even harder. Let's see, and add more levels, more traps, and more kind of procedurally generated modes. I'd also really love to see some workshop support for, like, new level design and layouts and stuff, because I could see some really interesting, like, player-generated maps being a thing. I guess... I'm gonna do that just to get rid of the kobolds. And also if the archers are just hanging out there shooting me. I want to make it not worth it for them. There we go. Hey, and thank you Arthur E. King for the 30-month resub. 2.5 years already. Wow. Yeah, wow. Gosh, I don't want to think about time. Time's scary. Kobold made it through? I guess it must have just run the gap. I guess it is up, up, down, down. You know what? Grand scheme of things, I don't think it really matters, my whole zigzag strategy. At this point, you're starting to wonder if this game is the real evil genius. Oh, let's sell those. Frankly, I like this a lot better than Evil Genius. I was not sold on the most recent Evil Genius game. I thought it was very humdrum. Like, it had potential to be good. They just didn't deliver on it. Do we have another good spot for the saw blades? Nah. If the corridor is too tall, it ain't worth it. It is way too effective. I was so disappointed to hear how it fell short. Yeah, it just... frankly, it felt like they were originally designing it as a mobile game. And then just decided against it kind of late in the process. And then just adapted it. Like, so much of it felt so mobile game-ish. I was actually really surprised that it wasn't like a co-release on both platforms. There's like no depth too. It's like, hey, play this game for 20, 40 hours. Alright. That was it. And there was just, like, almost no, like... I love it when a game gets deeper, you know, every single time the, you make it a little bit further, they add new mechanics, they add new abilities, they add new things that challenge you, and... What's a good example of a game like that? Within, like, a town-building potential perspective. Huh. They're just not coming out of here. Alright, works for me. Oh, right, I should switch the arcane traps back to properly arcane. Or the arcane, the brimstones. Not that it's a big deal. But I could use it all the same. Let's see. There we go. Portal and Frostpunk. Yeah. Well, I'd actually say Portal is still a fine example, especially within the context of like Portal 2, because they kept adding the new goo mechanics and stuff. So like the accelerant, the bouncy stuff, and then the portal paint, all of that stuff drastically changed how the game felt. In a way that made it really fun. There we go. This way I don't have to worry about anything coming past. Or getting past. Not that I think I have much to worry about. This level's pretty much solved itself, no problem. I can't quite no effort it. Like, the sign of a good defense in Orcs Must Die is you don't have to do anything. I still have to do stuff. I just don't have to do too much. Yeah, Frostpunk is kind of an okay example. I think I'd have to go back and play Frostpunk again. The like automaton machines kind of got there. But oops, well, whatever. What was I gonna say? Yeah, the big automatons were like a really neat idea. As far as execution went, I was kind of... They were okay. I was hoping that they would do so much more than they ended up doing. Hello, sir. You cannot escape. How'd you get through? Bye. Doom 2016. Y'all are just throwing games out at this point. I mean, I guess Doom kind of works with the new guns, but even then, I'm more thinking, okay. Reduce cooldown of ceiling traps by half. That's really good. I'd have to switch ceiling traps, though. Oh. I don't know how that works with the swinging mace, but I'm interested in finding out. So this means I should probably switch away from the ceiling laser and switch over to some other things, because this could make the auto ballista really good. The ceiling laser incredible. Well, it's always incredible, but, you know, not as amazing as, like, maybe the dart spitter, or maybe the snow cannon. I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's see what the next level is. Let's go with the dynamite archers. Coastal hallways. Alright. And, gosh, anything else I'm going to do? Anything else I want to switch? Yeah, let's refund the ceiling laser for the time being. It's another good ceiling trap that I could abuse. Because we have the shock zapper maxed out. I don't have the ceiling pounder. Let's grab the ceiling pounder. We'll work with it. Okay. Start with shoot gun, glory kill, get health. Nah, I'd still say that, like, apart from the gun that you're using, I don't really feel like Orcs, or not Orcs Must Die, Doom 2016 really is that drastic of a change. over the course of it. And once again, we're talking within the context of like a turn-based strategy game. Like, you're right, but that's like saying this is an apples and oranges argument, and you're like, yeah, it fits within the context of the argument, but it's against the spirit of the conversation, if that makes sense. Okay, so we want potentially ceiling butterfly or ceiling crushers. I want to move away from these. So let's grab this. Don't want the butterflies. I like the butterflies though. I need more trap slots. That's the real answer here. Let me see. Because we need a wall trap. I like these two. We don't have anything to worry about. We got the cobalt sappers, but they don't bother me too much. I think this is fine. We've got 3 ceiling traps, all of which are pretty dang good. Blah, 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 blah. How do I deal with the sappers? Alternatively, if I do that, we won't have to deal with the sappers initially. So I'm going to ignore that. If I do that, that's immediate. I think we can slow them down a little bit. Alternatively, I just do this. And then, what do we do for the last one? I don't have much money left. I was really hoping that would swing a little bit faster. Arcane Brimstone? Nah. We only need to do Arcane Brimstone once the enemies start coming out in imp form. If it's just orcs, then I can use regular brimstone as much as I want. And even then, the imp variants aren't actually that strong. Like, they're strong, don't get me wrong. But I don't think I have to worry about them. So if I leave my brimstones as just kind of regular brimstones, so be it. I shot that guy's dynamite out of the air. And it messed him up super bad. There we go. Is that? Oh, come on. I was really hoping it would just pop him. Pop him in the head. Because he was either just out of range or being frozen messed up how it worked. I don't know. Who the hell are you? That was risky. How'd they get by? Oh, they must have scooted into that little corridor when I wasn't paying attention. Okay. I'm gonna sell that. Do I want to do a bunch of barricades here? Or do I just make this place into the usual mess that I want to make it into? Let's make it into a different mess than usual. Do we think this is actually going to get any use? Not as much as if I had a line of these here. Okay, shock zapper at the end. That should catch most of the dudes. I'm going to put that there. Alright. It'll do for now. Oh, next week new patch for this? Interesting. I haven't actually been paying any attention to the updates or update schedules for this. Oh, the one thing we are going to have to potentially worry about are sappers heading for the other way, so I should probably get some brimstones down on the other sides, just in case. Come for me. Must do great violence to you. Why is it just this guy? Interesting. Is that it? Okay, now they're coming. I was really confused. Yeah, I should probably just wait back here. The ceiling pounders seem okay. Ah, they're nerfing Stone Staff stun duration. Frankly, that seems fair. Because I was using this Stone Staff earlier today, and, it was really strong. And they're increasing the swinging mace speed. It's probably for the best. I'm gonna say it's bad. I think it's actually doing kind of okay here. I'm just gonna fire that off. I don't actually know if that's gonna help that much. I have some worries about par with this. It's working. Not quite well enough. Yep, figured. Okay. Looks like they just went for the path of least resistance. Did end up hitting a barricade, though. Okay. Yeah, I'm not digging my ceiling traps as much as my usual, like, grind box tactics. Unfortunately. Let's see how we doing. I think we're doing okay. Oh, no, those are just Earthlings. I thought for a second they were kobolds, and I got concerned. Well, modifiers are currently active. Just faster cooldown on ceiling traps, which is okay. I think I wish I'd gone for the ceiling ballistas more than anything else. I feel like they could be doing some serious damage here. There we go. That's a shame. I wanted to mix it up, but I don't really like a lot of the ceiling traps that much. Oh, the saw blade won't get stuck in enemies anymore? Oh, no. That is going to hurt. Because that saw blade getting stuck in enemies is part of the reason why this strat works so dang well. Alas. But understandable. It is very overpowered. Like, I hate to have my strat nerfed, but I can understand why it's getting nerfed. There we go. That back up? Nope. Let's just do that. This way. You guys are not a problem. Not that I was too concerned about the kobolds, but, you know. I don't remember selecting anything that would cause the Earthen Lords to be summoned. So they've got to just be spawning on their own. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to turn that into a crush thing. Negative modifiers. I think it's archers and dynamite archers. Shit, I don't know. I don't memorize these things. Everything blends together in my head fairly quickly when it comes to these. Is just take it as it comes. Well, this is something I really have to watch out for. Yeah, I would not be surprised if I'm at least in part... Ow, I gotta really stay away from that. I would not be surprised if I'm not at least in part responsible for the saw blade nerf, because boy, it really worked. I think I'm gonna sell a lot of these and just go pure ceiling zappers. The swinging maces just don't feel, well, I don't know. Maybe I could do the crushers. Oh. That's rough. I'll be fine, but I will be grumpy. No, what? What are you doing? Pathing here leaves a lot to be desired. That'll do. That'll do something. Okay, there we go. Hey, and thank you, Mr. King, for the 100 bits. Dropping some bits, watch some orcs slaughter while working on some homework. Wish me luck. Good luck with your homework, but mostly, don't get too distracted, please. Homework sucks if you have to take hours and hours. I should know. I was one of those people that tried watching anime while doing homework when I was younger, and that was a terrible mistake. And thank you, Vladimir Ledoux, for the I don't know. I don't French. Vladimir Ledoux. For the, what is that? 400 bits. Weird. Let's see. 12-page paper for a master's class. I'm on page 9. It's going well. Oh, that is perfectly fine then. Let's see. What was the other one? What about a swing trap where that third crusher is? More for the swinger coverage? Frankly, I have no idea if I even like this swinging mace trap. I've heard tons of people say it's good, but I don't like it. Having you on in the background while I write reviews helps. Huh. I gotta make some more reviews. I think my reviews are generally always going to be video-based. My project for tonight probably is going to be writing a Death's Door review. I really liked that game, and I'm gonna try and like do little micro reviews for every single game that I actually like really enjoyed on a channel perspective. Do I wanna? Let's see, I assume this would go on Wanderbot Prime? Yeah. I'm just gonna spread those out. Top area. Honestly, I was gonna say, these shock traps really do shred most things trying to even come in. I think they're the true winners here. There we go. Let's see, as I've been doing more reviews, I'm enjoying it quite a bit. Don't have the time or chops to do a video one, though. Stick to written. Yeah, no, I can totally understand that. I think for me, I'm just so hard-locked to making video content that I don't have a choice. That trying to switch over to any kind of, well, I call it, I hesitate to call it print media, but I guess that's kind of what it is. Gotta say though, those zap traps are causing some real havoc here. Let's see. I think I have too much to worry about. Why did I put that there? I don't know. I guess this is fine. I don't think I have much to worry about. Let's do another one of those. It's really just the Earthen Lords they get through. And even then, they're coming in with a serious chunk of damage, too. Hey, thank you, CG Lizzie, for the sub, and welcome on in. How you doing? So you're way too focused on Final Fantasy XIV right now. Just started, and I keep thinking about it. You and me both. Oh, gosh, there was a Zephyr that got through. Rude. I don't know how many of you guys have been seeing my announcements on Discord, but I'm really trying to push for that potential, wow, and thank you for the 5 gifted subs as well. Thanks so much. There we go. I'm trying to potentially organize, like, multiple guilds for Guild Wars 2 and Final Fantasy XIV. And the idea of actually being able to play either or both of those games with a group of people is super attractive? I don't know. I'm not going to say I'm like a huge MMO fan. I love me some MMOs. I often find them to be kind of long, drawn out, and boring, but they're so zen. Well, it's kind of working. This area got bad. Let's see. Does this remember your last loadout if you decide to restart the map and level? Yes. It does remember. You can restart as many times as you want and you don't have to reset everything. Excited for the community day. Yeah. I think we ended up actually settling on the name. Cypher's was like the kind of working title for a little while. Let's see. I think we ended up settling on Wholesome Guard. Partly, obviously, kind of like a reference to Wholesomeverse, just because. But also, I firmly believe that the name of a community sets the tone of what that community is. And so I was, like, leery about specifically borrowing the name just because, you know, it feels presumptive. But at the same time, I really want to have that kind of, like, that sense of, like, this is supposed to be a wholesome community of, like, nice people. There we go. And I clicked out of the game. And so, like, for my ooh, floor traps cooldown reduced by half. That is really tempting, actually. Let's go with that. Alright, let's upgrade some things. So in that case... Oh, what do we want to do? So I think I'm going to get rid of the swinging mace trap. At this point, I have just lost most of my interest in it. So we want a floor trap. Okay, we got a couple of options here. Wait, do they not have the mind control mushrooms? I thought I saw them go by. It's the flower. Confusion flower. Oh, confusion. I thought confusion just made them run away. Because I could try the confusion flower. Yeah, 2 OP, they replaced it. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, I was gonna mess. So the shock zapper was actually really solid. Yeah, what can I cut? Because I don't think I care much for the ceiling pounder. It's just not as good. Let's see, floor geysers okay. I'll keep the ballistas. Frankly, it's kind of tempting to actually put a bunch of points into the spike traps and just get pokey. And I hesitate to say I should get the snow cannons, but I might give them another shot. Reduce the cooldowns of those. I use them enough. Anything else? I'm sure there's tons. I know there'd be the confusion flower. I'll grab it. Oh. There's also the flip trap. Might think on that one. At least for now. Let's use backseat pass. Yes, please. All enemies are immune to lightning damage. Oh. Well, that changes some things. Okay, so in that case, we're getting rid of the ceiling laser. And we're getting rid of the shock zapper, because none of these are helpful. Unless, of course, shock zapper. Yeah, no, can't do arcane. However, ceiling laser, no, isn't worth it without that more lasers upgrade. We could do dart spitter for once. I rarely use dart spitter. Plus, we got floor traps. I think I'll be fine. But I will refund these and get the arcane damage. As much as the reduced cooldown would be nice, it's not great for me right now. Okay, Confusion Flower, can't get the next upgrade. Dart Spitter, we've got to actually rank up. Well, I like Scramble mode for mixing up what I do. Did I see bees? You did see bees. Using... Oh, gosh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, shoot. Okay. Okay, so we want the ceiling ballistas. 100%. We probably want the dart spitters. We want that. I grabbed the spike traps. Brimstone floor looks like pizza. Delicious pizza, do not eat. Yeah, do we want to just kind of hope on this? I mean, we do have kind of some interesting alt options here. Because they have reduced cooldown. Which means that might not be a terrible idea. I don't know. I don't know. Let's go with that. We'll see what this does. I think I'll be fine. Because the reduced cooldown on these guys should mean they just start shredding flyers. Hell babies are going to be the problem. They're too fast. Yeah, I'm going to have to babysit this more than I think I'd like to. Maybe with the cannons, maybe also with the dart spitter. Because we haven't really utilized the dart spitters that aggressively here. We'll just get another dart spitter. We'll see what happens. It seems to be working. The big problem is also the ground waves. I don't know. We might just end up with, like, a silly amount of autoballistas. They're just not quite good enough at picking their targets. Because I really wish they would pick them random. I guess the other thing I could have done was actually just get some... I could have gotten some arrow traps. Kind of going down the side. Just to kind of... pop them as they go by. We'll see. Alright. Oh, they're just coming from this side. Oh. I forgot that this is a thing that exists. Alright. Unfortunately... Oops. Unfortunately, not much I can do here for the moment. Yeah, I think what we're gonna end up having is just, like, lines and lines of brimstones. Oh, they're only coming from the ground. I could have gotten rid of the ballistas. Shoot. Well, if I lose here, I lose here. Is what it is. I guess getting rid of the ballistas is not a good idea. I forgot once again there are flyers that come out of these waves. Okay, well, I can pretty much Goomba Stomp and then die. Yeah, it didn't work so hot. This is gonna get stinky, and I'm not gonna like it. Oh, you shitting me. Why? I knew I should have put the extra barricade. Yeah, so a couple of them decided to go around. Not as many as I thought, though. Okay, nobody's made it through. Those autoballistas actually worked. However, I'm going to punish these guys that take the shortcut. There we go. So the autoballistas are actually shredding them. I had concerns. I still have concerns. Yeah, I thought they were gonna just all go up that upper path where I have, like, nothing, and it's not so bad. Whew. Dicier than I wanted it to be. Okay. I mean, I could do the really silly thing and do a double hull brawler right there, but I think I'm going to skip that. I'm going to go back to just making this area genuinely just not fun to go through. I don't remember what the exact spacing on it is. But I can just spread it out. Okay. And I might consider hull brawling. I really wish I could actually put these guys inside. It's so weird that they're an outdoor unit only. I mean, not that weird, but weird enough. I guess the other thing that I could do is actually wall this off, this entrance, and force them to come through here and turn this into one hell of a killbox. You know what? I totally forgot to actually do that thing right there. Oddly enough, some of them are stupid. I am the luckiest duck. Thank you, horde of goons. Okay. I have enough to lock off part of it. Alright, we're good. Ah, something got through. It was probably one of the hell babies. You know what? I got 99 lives for a reason. Yeah, it's probably a hell baby. You know, I didn't think about it. I can turn this room into a kill box. Why have I forgotten about that? Because they all have to come through here. Like, who cares about those bonus barricades? Just get rid of them all and make this room bad. Would certainly save on barricades. I think I might just do that. Alright, so we're going to sell all of these. Time to make the bad room. Hey, look at all this money this is going to save me. Oh. Perfect. Okay, so I gotta move this in just a little bit further. There we go. Behold. The power of infinite money.